evening to all of you guys. Welcome to GA Genius by Aditya Sir. I hope I am audible and visible to all of you guys clearly. Sorry for the late. For the first time I was doing live on this channel. So technically it was a little bit different. So I hope all of you are fit and fine. So at LIC HFL 2024 important MCQs of general awareness we are going to do in this session. I know that you guys were worried about this session and particularly looking for this particular session that we will be able to complete the general awareness questions, important questions for LIC HFL. I will start the session. I will try to discuss as much as possible questions regarding housing finance, regarding National Housing Bank, regarding the Awas Yojana, everything. But I want to give you one clear idea about it, that not only these things, you will be able to get the questions from government schemes from the last 4 months. So you should cover the government scheme from the last 4 months, banking and financial news, RBI circular, RBI news. That type of topics are also required to be covered from the last 4 months for this particular examination. Although in this session, I am going to discuss the important circulars of RBI regarding housing finance, which are relevant to which are completely relevant to your examination. So do not miss to subscribe the channel if you are new to this. You will be able to get lots of upcoming sessions on the same channel regarding all your upcoming banking, insurance sector, regulatory body examination, as well as it is going to be one-stop solution in your life for your interview preparation. So point number 1, RBI tightened the norm regarding housing finance companies in India to align regarding NBFCs. What Reserve Bank of India have done, RBI issues the new guideline for the housing finance companies in India. So these companies can align and follow the norms regarding NBFC, non-bank financial companies. So what are the things? Point number 1 is, we all heard about SLR, right? Statutory liquidity ratio. What is the concept of SLR? For example, SLR is 18%. So every bank, if a bank have 100 crore rupee deposit, 18% of this deposit bank need to keep aside in the form of savings, in the liquid asset, cash, gold, bond, government securities, etc. I hope you are getting my point. Now, housing finance companies are required to maintain 15% of their public deposit in the form of a type of SLR. So, housing finance companies are required to maintain their public deposit in the form of saving up to 15% now. Previously, it was 13%, which is now going to be 15%. So, in a phased manner, RBI is set to maintain it 14% by 1st of January 2025 and 15% by July 2025. I'll repeat again, the student, those who have already covered these topics from the paid batches, they already know about it. But those who are new, they can get the complete idea about this from this same session. So, currently housing finance companies are required to maintain 13% of their public deposit in the form of savings. It is a type of SLR, statutory liquidity ratio. They need to maintain 15% by 1st of July 2025, 14% by 1st of January 2025. This is the guideline. Now, out of 15%, 10% should be invested in the government securities, government bond, sovereign gold bond, sovereign green bond, sovereign infrastructure bond, elephant bond in India. So from such type of bond, government is going to raise the money. That will be out of 15%, 10% should be in the government securities. That is the secure investment. This is the news number 1. After that, another important announcement which is made by the Reserve Bank of India. Previously, housing finance companies were able to offer the FD facility from the up to the duration of 10 years. So previously they were able to offer the FD facility up to 10 years of duration. Now they will be able to offer only for 5 years. So their tenure have been decreased. Previously they were able to offer the FD facility. The tenure have been decreased from 120 months to 60 months. So previously they were offering the FD facility from 1 year to 10 year. Now the new maturity period for the FD facility from 1 year to 5 years. So this will be the FD offered by the housing finance companies in India. Housing finance companies in India will be able to offer the FD facility from 1 year to 5 year. 1 year to 5 year का FD offer कर पाएंगे. Previously they were able to offer from 1 year to 10 year. I hope the statement is clear. Next one, how much amount of money housing finance companies will be able to accept from the public in term of deposit. Previously, if one NBFC have 100 crore rupee deposits, means 100 crore rupee their own fund. So they were able to accept up to 3 times, that is up to 300 crore rupee from the general public. Now it has been decreased. If they have 100 crore rupee their own fund, they will be able to accept only 1.5 times, that is up to 150 crore rupee only they will be able to hold from the general public. So it is completely half compared to before. Previously it was 300 crore, now it is 150 crore rupee. Let's see the question based on the point which we have seen just now. Consider the correct statement about the Reserve Bank of India circular tighter norm regarding the housing finance companies in India. Housing finance companies in India to align with the NBFC. So new rules which are applicable from July 1st, 2025. Maximum maturity period to renew the public deposit will reduced from 120 months to 60 months. Housing finance companies are allowed to accept the deposit between 6 months to 60 months. 6 months to 60 months. This is wrong, right? So 6 months is not correct. It will be 12 months. So statement number 2 is correct. Statement number 1 is wrong. Statement number 3 is wrong. Why? All these rules will be applicable from 1st of January 2024 onwards. They will start implementing. The rules will be applicable from 1st Jan 2024. Housing finance companies will be allowed to accept the deposit from 12 month to 60 month. That is from 1 year to 5 year. 1 year to 5 year के लिए accept कर पाएंगे, and rules will be applicable from January 1st 2025 onwards. 2025 onwards. I hope the statement is clear. Next one. As per the new Reserve Bank of India norms, housing finance companies align with the NBFC. Reserve Bank of India decrease the public deposit limit. From 3 times of their own net own fund. 3 times of their net own fund to how many times? So previously they were able to accept up to 3 times. Now they are able to accept only 1.5 times, exact half. Previously housing finance companies were allowed to accept up to 3 times of their net own fund. Now they are allowed to accept up to 1.5 times of their net own fund. Is the statement clear? Yeah. Next one. What is the new requirement for housing finance companies regarding the maintenance of liquid assets introduced by Reserve Bank of India? So 10% of public deposit by December 1st, 15% by April 1st, 12% by January 1st, 15% by April 25, 14% by January 1st and 15% by July 1st, 2025. This is going to be the correct answer. So correct answer is housing finance companies are required to maintain a type of SLR. Previously that was 13%. Housing finance companies are required to maintain 14% by January 1st, 2025 and 15% by July 1st, 2025. This is important. Next one. Consider the correct statement about housing finance firm. मैंने हर क्वेश्चन कोशिश किया है housing finance के आसपास हो. Housing finance are those NBFCs whose financial assets in the business are providing for housing form at least 60% of total assets. It is important to understand. It is defining a definition. What is the definition of a housing finance company? It is going to be helpful in the interview as well. What is the definition of housing finance company? Second point, RBI proposed all the deposit taking NBFCs raise their total liquid assets in the approved security to 20% of their public deposit. हमने अभी just discuss किया है. I am expecting you guys are going to answer this particular question. All the deposit taking NBFCs need to comply all these guidelines by March 2024. That by March 2024 these guidelines need to be applicable. Correct answer is only statement number 1 is correct. Second one is wrong. Third one is wrong. What is the definition of housing finance company? A housing finance company, whatever the fund they have, they are going to utilize 60% of their fund. At least 60% of their fund they are going to utilize for the housing finance purpose. That company will be called housing finance company. This is the definition. Second one is wrong. Why? Total 15% of their public assets need to be maintained by July 2025, and all these guidelines will be applicable from Jan 2025. All these guidelines will be applicable from Jan 2025. I hope the statement is clear. Yeah, it is not going to be 15%. It will be 15%. 15% of public assets. Okay. Next one. National Housing Bank, which is under the control of central government, is now, earlier it was under the control of Reserve Bank of India. When did the ownership transfer take place? When did the ownership of NHB was transferred from Reserve Bank of India to Government of India? Previously, NHB was the subsidiary of RBI. Now it is the subsidiary of Government of India. When it was done? So it was done in April 2019. So 9 July 1988, NHB, National Housing Bank, was founded according to NHB Act. Initially, it was a subsidiary of Reserve Bank of India. But on 24th of April 2019, by the notification, Government of India have taken over the authority of National Housing Bank. So RBI ownership over the National Housing Bank was transferred to Government of India in April 2019. NHB was founded on 9 July 1988. According to the Act of 1987, initial capital was 100 crore rupee, authorized capital was 2000 crore rupee. One more updation, that NHB was transferred in the year 2019 to Government of India. Same year, NHB ownership over the housing finance company was taken back from Reserve Bank of India. Previously, National Housing Bank was the regulator of housing finance companies in India. But from the year 2019, RBI taken the regulation of housing finance companies in India. Now, who regulate housing finance companies in India? Answer will be Reserve Bank of India, not NHB. NHB is not the regulator. NHB is the monitor of housing finance companies in India, not the regulator of housing finance companies. So Mr. Sanjay Shukla is the managing director and CEO of NHB. Very, very expected simple question for your LIC HFL examination. Initial capital was 100 crore rupee, authorized capital is 2000 crore. ठीक है, that is the point. आगे move करते हैं. During the recent bond issue, LIC Housing Finance raised 1050 crore rupee. What is the key detail regarding this bond? The bond which is issued by Housing Finance. Acha, PDF will be available on this Telegram group, GA Genius by Aditya Sir. I know that all of you are already there on the group. If someone is watching new person, this particular session, you will be able to get the PDF on this Telegram group, GA Genius by Aditya Sir. So what is the correct duration or detail regarding the bond which is issued by LIC Housing Finance? LIC Housing Finance issues the bond for 5 years of maturity period at the coupon rate of 7.75%. Initial price was 1 crore rupee, additional green shoe option of 2000 crore rupee, total 3000 crore rupee. Total LIC Housing Finance kept the target to raise 3000 crore, raised 1050 crore rupee from the market. So 1050 crore rupee raised by the LIC Housing Finance from the market at 7.75% rate of interest for the duration of 5 years. So here you have the detail. Read it one more time before your examination. LIC Housing Finance, founded in the year 1989, Mumbai, Maharashtra is the headquarter. Which of the following loan or property, which of the following is a loan in which the property or real estate is used as a collateral? So which of the following loan in which the immovable property, real estate property used as a collateral? Correct answer, it is a mortgage loan. It is a mortgage loan. Home equity loan is a type of loan where I am staying in my own home. I am the owner of this home already, and for the renovation purpose, for the interior purpose, if I am taking a type of top up from the housing finance company, that is called home equity loan. So home equity loan is a type of top up loan, a type of top up loan, a type of loan for the renovation purpose, a type of loan for the purpose of interior work you want to do at your home. So in that case, housing finance companies can provide you this home equity loan. Next one, which of the following is also known as swing loan or gap financing? It is called bridge loan. So bridge loan is a loan which is available in the market at higher rate of interest until unless your total or big loan amount will not be approved from the bank or from the financial institution you're looking for, you can use the small amount at higher rate of interest to start your project. That is called bridge loan. Which of the following is a short-term borrowing where the lender extend high rate of interest? It is the type of loan you are taking on your upcoming salary. So when you want to take loan on your upcoming salary, lots of scams are going on in India on this type of loan. This is called payday loan. This is called payday loan. There are lots of applications in India on which you can put up your last 3 months salary, and based on your last 3 months salary, up to 40%, 50% of your salary you can take in the form of loan at higher rate of interest. That is called payday loan. Which of the following is the teaser loan? What is the meaning of teaser loan? Teaser loan is the loan where initially rate of interest is low and with the time rate of interest is high. So initially they will be charging lower rate of interest and with the time rate of interest will be high. So usually EMI get decreased with the time, but here the EMI will decrease with the time. Which of the following loan used for white goods? White goods means the goods which we utilize at our home related to the big electronic item, AC, TV, fridge, etc. Such type of loans are called consumer durable loan. Moving back to the next point. What happened, Ashutosh? कोई प्रॉब्लम? क्या हो गया? कुछ इश्यू हो गया? चलिए नेक्स्ट है. Consider the correct statement about प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना अर्बन 2.0, प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना eligibility criteria. So what is the eligibility criteria for प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना? For EWS it will be 4 lakh rupee. For LIG lower income group it will be the annual income should be between 4 lakh to 6 lakh, and for MIG medium income group 6 lakh to 9 lakh. This is these are the options. Correct answer is only statement number 3. First one is wrong, second one is wrong. EWS income should be up to 3 lakh. EWS income should be up to 3 lakh. 3 lakh तक का income होना चाहिए EWS का. I'll just switch off the cam. You will be able to see the complete data. So for EWS economically backward section, those who are applying under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, their income should be up to 3 lakh. Then lower income group 3 lakh to 6 lakh. After that 6 lakh to 9 lakh. So 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9. Just read the table of 3 and you will be able to get the answer of EWS, LIG and MIG. Next one. Union Cabinet on 10th of June 2024 resolved to provide the assistance of how many additional rural and urban household in the construction of houses to meet the requirement in the eligible families. So rural and urban, यहाँ पर देखो additional rural and urban households पूछा है. Rural and urban households. So correct answer is going to be 3 crore. When they will be asking you about how much additional rural and urban household approved by the Union Cabinet, where rural and urban both are included, answer is going to be 3 crore. But if the question will be Union Cabinet approved Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana 2.0, how much amount of houses will be constructed for the urban poor and middle class? Rural is not included in this category. Rural is not included in this category. In that case, answer is going to be 1 crore. So in case of rural and urban together, answer will be 3 crore. Answer will be 3 crore. And in urban category, answer will be 1 crore. No. खंडेलवाल साहब, मैंने बोला था कि 11th 10th either night or 11th you will be able to get the result, और most expected कल आपका result आ जाएगा. So don't worry, by tomorrow you will be able to see your result. RRB का कल आ जाएगा आपका result. ठीक है. Next है प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना is a government backed scheme launch on which date to promote and encourage the sustainable affordable housing in India. So it was launched on 1st of June 2015. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana was launched on 1st of June 2015. Consider the correct statement about RBI released the framework for self-regulatory organization. Self-regulatory organization related to the financial market self-regulatory organization. So two type of circular issues by Reserve Bank of India regarding self-regulatory organization. One is related to financial market, second one is related to fintech. So self-regulatory organization, one is related to fintech, Another one is related to financial market. Minimum capital requirement in that case, yeah, minimum capital requirement in that case for the fintech is 2 crore rupee, for the financial market is 10 crore rupee. ये आपका minimum capital requirement है. So correct answer यहाँ पर बन रहा है आपका statement number 1 is correct, statement number 3 is correct, second one is wrong. Why? Minimum net worth requirement is 10 crore rupee in case of the financial market, and in case of fintech company it should be 2 crore rupee. तो ये point है आपके पास. Remaining eligibility criteria you can see here. Reserve Bank of India recently updated the guidance note on which type of risk management financial sector will be extended to NBFC. See, your housing finance companies are a type of non-bank financial companies. So for the housing finance companies also a new type of risk management is required to be maintained properly now. That is called operational risk. So now housing finance companies along with the other NBFCs required to maintain the operational risk properly. Operational risk means any type of mistake done by the bank employee or the software of the bank or the software of the NBFC, and because of that any type of loss faced by the bank and NBFC, that is called operational risk. Reserve Bank of India recently imposed the monetary penalty of how much amount of rupee on Sundaram Home Finance. So 1,50,000 rupee का फाइन इम्पोज किया है रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया ने ऑन सुंदरम हाउसिंग फाइनेंस. सुंदरम हाउसिंग फाइनेंस 1,50,000 rupee fine imposed by Reserve Bank of India because of KYC norm. RBI imposed the penalty of how much amount of rupee on IDFC First Bank for non-compliance of certain direction of loan and advances. 1 crore rupee fine RBI imposed on IDFC First Bank. This was not important for me. Why I picked this particular point? Read the point number 2. Point number 2. Central Bank imposed the penalty of 49.7 lakh rupee on LIC Housing Finance for breaching the norms regarding the fair practice lending. That customer need to be aware about all the pre-closure norms. Customer should be aware about what will be the rate of interest. It is going to be the fixed rate. It is going to be the floating rate. That is called fair practice norm. 49.7 lakh rupee fine imposed by Reserve Bank of India on LIC Housing Finance because of breaching the norms. Point clear hai? Which company partnered with Central Bank of India to expand the co-lending business and focusing on providing the loan to middle and low income group in the rural and semi-urban areas? So correct answer है Piramal Capital and Housing Finance Limited. Piramal Capital Housing Finance Limited collaborated with the Central Bank of India to offer the home loan facilities in the rural areas, and semi-urban areas for the housing finance. Consider the incorrect statement, wrong statement about the new feature of Reserve Bank of India regarding UPI, Unified Payment Interface, introducing biometric authentication for all UPI transaction. Wrong statement है सर ये. UPI allow the transaction up to 5 lakh rupee for the tax payment. This came in the RBI grade B examination also, same question. So correct answer, correct statement. Implementing the delegated payment feature for authorizing the other to make the transaction, providing real-time currency conversion in the UPI on international transactions. So UPI international transaction, this is also wrong. Statement number incorrect statement. हाँ, statement number 1 is wrong, statement number 4 is wrong, second is correct, 2 is correct. बिल्कुल सही है. Second one is correct, third one is correct, fourth one is wrong, first one is wrong. So ये सब RBI के circulars में है. ठीक है, important point है. Am I audible? Am I audible, visible now? I don't know, there was some internet lag. I think it is clear now. Is it clear to everyone? Yeah? Is it clear to everyone now? In August 2024, which edition of meeting monetary policy conducted since inception 2016 onwards? So it was the 50th edition of monetary policy meeting that was conducted by the Reserve Bank of India since formation in the year 2016 onward. Reserve Bank of India proposed increasing the limit of UPI in the tax payment. Previously limit was 1 lakh rupee, now the limit is 5 lakh rupee. As I have already told you, it was the question in RBI grade B examination also in phase 1 recently. Just give me 1 second time. Okay, yeah. Okay, next one. So as per the MPC meeting in August 2024, Reserve Bank of India is planning to introduce the continuous clearing of check in place of CTS. In place of CTS. CTS was introduced in which year? Check truncation system was introduced in which year? CTS was introduced in the year 2010. So currently CTS check truncation system is working, under which MICR, magnetic ink character recognition code, is working. Now RBI want to work over continuous clearing of check in place of CTS. As per the monetary policy August 2024 GDP prediction in India for the year 2024-25 will be how much percent? Correct answer is 7.2% is the prediction for the complete financial year, and for the quarter 1 of the current financial year is 7.1%. As per the monetary policy meeting August 2024, RBI retained the CPI inflation rate for the complete financial year 2025. It is going to be 4.5%. So 4.5% will be the CPI inflation rate. CPI inflation rate in August 2024, that is announced by the Reserve Bank of India. What is the new feature? NPCI allow primary user to delegate the payment responsibility trusted secondary user, enhancing the convenience. So what is the name of a new feature which is announced in the UPI? In UPI, there is a new feature where there will be a primary customer or secondary customer. So primary user, secondary user concept will be there. This feature is called UPI circle. इस feature को नाम दिया गया है UPI circle. So UPI circle is the name of new feature that is launched by NPCI recently. NPCI ने नया feature launch किया है. That is your UPI circle. After that, NPCI UPI circle for the secured payment among the trusted users. Account holder who initiated and control the delegation is called what? So what is the meaning of account holder? The account holder which is able to manage all the transactions and delegate payment, that account holder is called what? So that account holder is called primary user. That account holder is called primary user. The person who is dependent over the transaction of some other person, that is called secondary user. In UPI circle, which facility the secondary user initiate transaction, but the primary user must authenticate and finalize using with the support of UPI pin. So this type of delegation is called partial delegation. So there are two delegation. One is called full delegation, second is called partial delegation. In the full delegation, secondary user is allowed to use the UPI up to a limit without any approval from the primary user. Every time approval is not required. But in the partial delegation, every time primary user need to approve. So UPI circle, primary user can delegate how many secondary users, while secondary user can accept only one primary user. So one primary user can make maximum 5 secondary users on their account. So if I am a primary user, I can assign 5 different secondary users, those who are able to use UPI from my bank account. So 5 secondary users I can assign. That is what the point is. In UPI circle, full delegation monthly limit is 15,000 rupee per month, while 5,000 rupee per transaction. So 15,000 rupees is the limit in the full delegation, that up to 15,000 rupee amount can be utilized. What is the maximum age limit for the people who can participate in RBI 90 quiz? RBI 90 quiz, which will be celebrated on 90th anniversary of Reserve Bank of India on 1st of September 2024. What will be the age limit? So the people up to the age of 25 can participate into this. Can participate under this facility, and the final prize, the yearly prize is 10 lakh rupee. अभी तो टीवी पर एड्स भी आ रहे हैं, इसके एडवर्टाइजमेंट भी आ रहा है. Competition Commission of India recently approved the acquisition of Shriram Housing Finance Ltd. Which company incorporated with the Republic of Mauritius have approved the acquire shareholding of Shriram Housing Finance Limited. Shriram Housing Finance Limited acquired by which of the following company recently? Shriram Housing Finance Limited acquired by Mango Crest Investment Limited. So Mango Crest Investment Limited acquired Shriram Housing Finance Limited of India. Competition Commission of India approved this acquisition. Ravneet Kaur ma'am is the MD and CEO, this executive director of it, and 2003 this organization was founded. Life Insurance Corporation recently sold how much percent? Recently sold their stake in which of the following company? Previously shareholding was 8.17%, now it is 6.09%. So LIC, Life Insurance Corporation, recently sold their stake in which company? Hindustan Copper Limited. So in Hindustan Copper Limited, LIC sold 2.09% stake. LIC sold 2.09% stake in this company. LIC entered into the corporate agency agreement with which of the following bank for the bank assurance agreement recently? So very recently LIC collaborated with IDFC First Bank for the purpose of bank assurance pact. Now you have the list of LIC news मैंने यहाँ पर रखा हुआ है. You can get it from the PDF. ठीक है, PDF से डाउनलोड कर लेना. PDF will be available on the Telegram group GA Genius by Aditya Sir. Which Indian state government introduced Shramik Basera scheme to provide temporary housing facility for financially unstable? Correct answer is Gujarat. This is just an example. These type of news also you need to cover guys for your LIC HFL examination. ऐसे questions भी आएंगे. Which financial institution introduced new housing loan product called Sambhav Home Loans? So Sambhav Home Loan launched by which of the following housing finance company for the first time home buyers? Correct answer is Bajaj Housing Finance Limited. Bajaj Housing Finance Limited ने launch किया है. Which bank have joined hand with the Piramal Capital Housing Finance for co-lending business? Correct answer is Axis Bank. Axis Bank collaborated with Piramal and Housing Finance Limited for the co-lending business. Which organization partnered with Aadhar Housing Finance Limited? Aadhar Housing Finance Limited to provide the housing loan to the low income women in India. So this organization is ADB, Asian Development Bank, signed 60 million US dollar non-convertible loan agreement for providing the loan in India. 30 million US dollar amount provided to Aadhar Housing Finance for providing the housing loan to India. That is Aadhar Housing Finance will provide to the lower income group in India. So this is done from my side for the day guys. I hope with the less crowd also I was able to give you the best possible questions regarding housing finance. Still I am saying you revise the government schemes of last 3 to 4 months. Revise banking and financial news, news of national importance of last 3 to 4 months. Questions will come from there. If you have not subscribed the channel yet, please subscribe it. PDF will be available on the GA Genius. Please share the session. Please share the session. The people, those who are looking for this particular class, they can also get the PDF. Please. Thank you for joining the session live at late night. I'll be meeting you back